Spider-Man 4 in the MCU just showcased their title at CinemaCon yesterday. Can we talk about it? So yes, CinemaCon yesterday, Spider-Man 4, Sony revealed the title for Spider-Man 4 in the MCU. And we're going to showcase the title in 3, 2, 1. Spider-Man Brand New Day, exclusively in movie theaters July 31st, 2026. And oh my God, can we just talk about that? As a Spider-Man fan, there is a comic series. There's One More Day, and then after One More Day, there's Brand New Day. In the comics, because No Way Home was based off of One More Day heavily, in the comics, Peter Parker loses his identity, because he gets outed, so he makes a deal with Mephisto in order to, make sure everybody no longer knows his identity so he can keep his loved ones safe, but in the process, he has to give up his relationship with Mary Jane. And Brand New Day is set after the events right after. So, in this movie, could we possibly see him trying to get his relationship with MJ back? Because Zendaya is on the cast list. And also, could we potentially see Mephisto in this movie? Now, here's some characters I think would make sense to pop up in this movie. Chameleon for the main villain, the Osborns, Black Cat, and potentially Daredevil and Kingpin. Now, the reason why Chameleon should be the main villain is because Peter's already struggling with his identity, trying to go to college, he has to get his GED, and so he's already struggling with his identity. What better villain to have than someone who can literally take your identity? Like, that is perfect. And we haven't seen Chameleon on the big screen yet, and so far these MCU movies like to showcase villains that hasn't been on the big screen before. We had it with Shocker, we had it with Vulture, we had it with Scorpion, they tease Scorpion, but we haven't got Scorpion yet. Hopefully we get him soon. And then we had it with Mysterio. So hopefully we get Chameleon. I would also like to see Scorpion in this movie, because maybe Kingpin could hire him to kind of take out these vigilantes like Daredevil and Spider-Man, and maybe that's where Daredevil comes in. He has to team up with Spider-Man, and Kingpin kind of hired Scorpion. Chameleon, I think Chameleon should just do his own thing, but I think Chameleon would be so fitting. I think Scorpion will also be a good street level villain because it's street level now, and that could set up Daredevil and Kingpin too. With the Osborns, obviously Peter is going to be weary about that because he met Norman Osborn and he knows he's the Green Goblin. So maybe he could get partnered up with Harry Osborn in college, and he's like, oh, Osborn, I know that name, I need to look out for them. And so he gets intel of Harry's father because he becomes friends with him, and that's how they become friends. And with Black Cat, I think Black Cat as the relationship makes so much sense because Peter's lonely, and this is a good point in his life for Black Cat to come in and kind of try to influence him in a certain way. Plus, if he gets the symbiote, because this movie is set after Avengers Doomsday and before Avengers Secret Wars, and if he has the symbiote in Secret Wars, then if he might get the symbiote in this movie, and if he does, it makes so much sense for Black Cat to be, the love interest. But anyways, let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, be sure to give me a like and follow, and comment what you think about the title and everything. I personally love the logo too. The logo's so good.